Yes. Good evening and welcome to our interview session. Our panelists for today are Mr. Anmol Sharma and Ms. Pooja Ravishankar. Mr. Anmol Sharma is the founder and CEO of FinLight, an organization that makes finance easy and comprehensive to everyone. Besides these, he is also a passionate content creator, orator, and a mentor. We are so glad to have you here, sir. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Pavani and Gayatri. So I'm doing great. So thank you so much for inviting me and looking forward to the session.
Our second panelist is Ms. Pooja Ravishankar. Ms. Pooja Ravishankar is the founder of BotLoka, a consumer robotics company that reduces laborious human tasks using robotics and artificial intelligence. Thank you for agreeing for the interview, ma'am. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you. Looking forward to talking to you guys and interacting.
So we'll start with the questions now. So, sir, Anmol, sir, student life is considered to be the golden period of our life. College phase is something that everyone looks back upon in a fond manner. What extracurriculars were you part in your college, and how did it benefit you in your startup journey?
So talking about my educational background, basically I did my BTech from NIT Jalandhar. So I recently last year passed out. So I joined college in 2017. So back then, like I was a kind of a studious student, like who used to study only. But football has been like one thing that has been constant throughout my life. So I was part of my football club in college, and also in second year of my college I started reading books about entrepreneurship. So that excited me to join ECell of our college, so entrepreneurship cell of our college. So I then joined as a marketing executive in my club. Then I was promoted to executive, and then in the final year of college I became the head of ECell. So like football and ECell was part of the extracurricular activities in my college. And I guess whatever you do, like as Steve Jobs has already said, that you can only connect the dots looking backward, so you can't connect the dots looking forward. So that is what has happened with me. Football has helped me in as a content creator or as a human being in life. You have to be patient, consistent. You have to be competitive, like at any cost you have to win. So life is all about winning as well. So football has taught me these life lessons, and being a part of ECell, so I got to like learn about entrepreneurship. I got to meet some new startup founders. Like I used to do some college events, like from like organized by ECell. So that's where I guess the but like bug of entrepreneurship came into myself. So I guess both of these extracurricular things helped me in shaping what I am today.
It's really nice, sir.
Pooja ma'am, would you like to answer how were your college days different and how has it helped you in your entrepreneur journey?
I think, I did my college so way back now, 15, maybe 20 years very soon. So it was not just the extracurriculars, but also what we studied. Currently, I'm running a robotics startup. So I think, especially in school and college, what we learned in terms of mathematics or physics, etc., that helped me kind of, you know, it adds to my problem solving and analytical abilities. In terms of extracurriculars, I think I used to be very active in college. Much like Anmol, I was head volunteer of multiple our college fests, the main college fests, and used to organize. And I also used to take part in multiple contests like a personality contest, etc., and won some of those. So I guess from my school, I like much like Anmol, I was like a nerd, but somewhere my personality kind of exploded when I was in college, and it was like two sides of the same person, almost very different sides coming together in college. So all of that, I think, helped kind of bring out sort of an extrovert personality, not somebody who's not scared of speaking, etc. And also managing a lot of people. That kind of give me the confidence to step into a company where you have to have this sort of leadership qualities to lead people and to show a vision, etc.
Very true. Yes,
And
ma'am.
also
So
like during my college years at ESL, we used to like host entrepreneurs like Pooja ma'am. So I remember in 2019, before the pandemic, we organized one e-summit where we invited like 3-4 entrepreneurs from different fields. So yeah, I guess all these activities that you do in college somehow like they connect in the future. They help you in whatever you are doing in the future. So Steve Jobs was right when he said that.
yes, sir, that's very true. Thank you. Ma'am, could you throw some light on what Botlapa is all about?
So Botloka is a completely Indian-made robotic startup, probably the India's first consumer robotic startup. Our vision is to basically reduce all kinds of manual labor with the synthesis of artificial intelligence, robotics, and sensors. And we believe in customer empathy and innovation. Those two are tools to help us innovate and create products. And in the next 5 years, we hope to be leaders in the space of affordable robotics and put India on the map of, as a robotics center for the entire world. So essentially, we are on that path. We're right now incubated at the Indian Institute of Science. And we've just started our journey because hardware is not an easy, which is why there are not many companies in India, though right now a lot of them are blossoming. And I look forward to actually creating something very meaningful in the next 10 years.
And Pooja ma'am, I have studied robotics in my college years. So actually, I was a student of instrumentation and control, but somehow I got into finance later on. But yeah, I was like very excited in robotics as well.
That's lovely to hear.
So Anmol, sir, could you elaborate more on your startup and how it started?
So basically, before the pandemic, when I was in third year of my college, I started this content creation thing. So it was a very new thing for me. And because I was studying and investing my money from the very first year of my college, so I started this finance content creation. And like I'm proud to say that I was one of the first few finance creators on Instagram. After the pandemic, like there was a flood of content creators, but I was the one who started. So I was also the first to start the making carousels on Instagram, and it started like blooming. So I started getting responses from the people. So that's where I started, and luckily my college mate, my classmate, he also wanted to like create content, so he also started doing content creation independently. And after a few months, in May 2020, during pandemic, we thought that ki alag alag kar rahe hain, let's do together and let's form our company. So I have my own Instagram handle, Finance by Anmol. He also has his own Instagram handle, personal. But together we formed our company, Finlight, and that's where the journey of Finlight started. So we started as a content creation company. Finlight has a presence of like on every social media platform. But later on, from last year, we also started one content agency where we are creating content for other businesses as well. So we are working with brokers, mutual fund houses, B2B clients, insurance companies. So we are basically creating content for them in any kind of format or form they want: audio, video, visual, graphics. So we are creating everything for them. So Finlight is a kind of a content creation company at the front end, you can say. And from the back side or from the back end, we are also doing this content creation thing for other businesses.
And I have been following your page ever since you started, and your page has definitely increased my interest towards finance. And that is true. You were the first one to start content creation in the field of finance, and today it has really helped a lot of us.
It has
Thank you so much.
helped
Thank you.
most of us, and it's making us more aware Being commerce graduates, it's making us more aware. So thanks to you, sir. Ma'am, my
Pleasure.
next question, ma'am, my next question is addressed to you. You mentioned that you worked in the corporate sector as the head of data science in Big Basket. In what way has your experience in the corporate sector helped your initial entrepreneur journey?
Okay, a whole lot. So especially Big Basket wasn't a corporate when I joined. It was a startup. I'm really
Okay.
sorry for the background noise. There are a lot of children in my house.
That's
Sorry.
really
So yeah, so it was really Big Basket is still one of the leading startups of the country. So uh, that startup experience, we all work like entrepreneurs inside the company, and we were given a lot of freedom to start things, grow things, etc. And therefore it that contributed to me starting my own company. I kind of got the what do you say, the all the building blocks in a way, how to start teams, how to grow them, how to scale them. uh, so those kind, and in the face of adversity, how to face those adversities, how to make quick decisions, etc. So all of those were the building blocks that I understood in Big Basket, and they kind of contributed in how me starting my own company, and it's very, very helpful uh, in my current company.
So sir, we know that financial literacy in India is the need of the hour. And what do you think? What do you think is the importance of financial literacy today?
Actually, it is very important because like you can see yourself in your surroundings or in your neighbors or in your relatives. So there are many families who are in debt, who have not handled their money properly in the past. And there are many instances where I have seen that there are people who have taken loans at an interest rate of 18%, 14%, even though they can take loans from banks at a much lower interest rate. So it is important because it's not only about managing money or handling your money, it's about having the freedom, or like when you like having the control at your own money. So like people are still investing in FDs. So it was good during our parents' age when FD used to provide 7-8% returns, but nowadays it's hardly beating the inflation. So the best investment option to invest nowadays for us, like in our generation, is obviously stock market and mutual fund. So you have to have the basic understanding where to invest your money. Like instead of saving money at the end of the month, you have to save money at the beginning of the month. So as Warren Buffett says, like, so these basic financial rules, personal finance rules, you have to follow, like not to take credit card debt, or how to like use credit card efficiently. So many people think that credit card is a bad thing, but obviously it is not a bad thing. It depends on the user who is using credit card and how well or how smart is to use the credit card. So like all these things basically tells us the importance of personal finance, the importance of managing your own money. And when you are aware of basic financial terms, basic financial things, jargons, then you know that where I have to invest my money for the future. So I think it is very important, and we are a still long way to go, because in India only like 4 to 5% people invest in the stocks, and whereas in like developed economies like USA, like there are 50% of the people who are investing in the stock market. So we have a long way to go, but yeah, like with increased knowledge, with information age, with finance being simplified on every social media platform nowadays, so I guess it will be going to get better in the future. And like I am proud that I am also contributing in this aspect.
Definitely, sir. All your courses that you do have definitely helped me know more about mutual funds and stock market.
Right.
Ma'am, in the end, it all comes down to mastering the all too important skill of time management. So, what advice would you give to students like us to manage their limited time efficiently and productively at the same time?
So one thing I have to tell students is, even though it's a very busy time, the age, the age at which you are, your body is capable of taking a lot of tasks and stretching yourself. So don't worry about, getting tired or kind of burning out, because this is the age to work hard. And what I would really advise youngster to do is eat well and exercise. If you do these two things, I think time management automatically happens. You're brighter, you have higher energy, you are able to manage tasks more efficiently. And basic planning, I think students right now, I think they're smart enough to manage. So if you have a good plan, I think you can manage all kinds of activities. But the fundamental is that please eat well and exercise well, so you can sleep well, you're not tired, you have high energy, and you can work efficiently. So, and try to involve yourself in whatever activities you like and enjoy. So I would say try out different kinds of activities, involve yourself, and don't believe that, oh, okay, if you're involved in extracurricular activities, you'll not study properly, you'll fail, and therefore you won't get a job. I don't believe in that at all. Please do involve yourself. And it's very true that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So involve yourselves in activities that actually stimulate you creatively, because that will impact your work as well. So essentially, be fearless, work out, eat well. That's it. And automatically, I think time management will fall into place if you are structured in general. But yeah, don't make the mistake of being completely unstructured, saying, okay, I'm just going to play, right? It's all about a balance. But while you have a plan, do all of these things and the rest will automatically fall in place.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, Anmol sir, what is your take on time management? During your college days, you were managing financial literate, and how were you so consistent along with handling your college work? So, what is your take on time management?
So like I would love to add one point to Pooja's ma'am, जो उन्होंने point बोला. So like from the last 3 years in my college, especially in my college, so the highest placement like has been taken by the students who used to play football. So football भी खेल रहे थे and they used to like get the maximum placement. So it's all about the balance in life. And as like ma'am told ki you have to work out properly, you have to do one activity which keeps you fit, you have to eat well, sleep well. These are the important matrices. But for me, like what I do is personally is I just use a notepad. I have my diary, so I just write what I have to do, 10-15 things that I have to do tomorrow. So I'll just make a to-do list, and after making the to-do list, you have to assign a priority. So life is all about, or time is all about like किस चीज को कितनी priority देनी है, because you have only 24 hours, and so you have to like assign a priority ki, these are the 15 things that I have to do tomorrow, but fifth one is the first or foremost thing that I'll do, and that thing should be the like most difficult task and most important task for you personally that you have to do tomorrow. So I'll assign a like priority. So number one on priority list, number two on priority list. So just assign all the to do activities that you have to do, and just give them a priority, and just follow them the next day. So when you are satisfied, because for most of the people who work hard or who work smartly, they used to get a dopamine after finishing a work. For me, like whenever I am like just crossing or cutting the to-do list of the whatever task I have done, so it just gives me a dopamine hit. So that's where I guess I have maintained my consistency. So you just have to do that. You have to like make a productive to-do list, follow them in a priority order, and just complete them, and you will feel like dopamine shot, and you will feel happy.
Yeah, I think I can't agree more with what Anmol says. Having a pen and a paper gives you a lot more clarity than any other kind of thinking and just imagining, especially if you want to get stuff done, right? having a pen and paper, or even to imagine or to create or to think of something, even if it's 5 years or 10 years later or whatever, that is too much right now. But even if it's like a week later, 1 month later, having a pen and paper, taking down notes, I can't stress the importance of that. Most students
Right.
now just walk in because they think that if they go to a job also, or even if they want to go outside, they think that pen and a paper is no longer important. You can take down notes in a laptop. But we forget that, we are neurologically trained as children with pen and a paper, right? So
Right.
it's sort of extension of our body. So our thoughts flow clearly when we're putting that pen or pencil to the paper. If you think about it, that doesn't happen as well when you're writing on using a laptop to write. So while we are actually developing now to write with that, but still a pen and a paper cannot be compared to laptop, right? So when you're having new thoughts, thinking new thoughts, or taking down next steps, etc., pen and a paper like is very, very critical. Even at the highest level, whoever is the highest boss, he is really effective if he has a pen and a paper. Very few people I have seen in my career who can keep things
Mhm.
noted down in their head, who have like this
Right.
eidetic memory and they can do everything. But yeah.
Actually, ma'am, besides my regular daily, I still have a dream diary that I have written. Like I have mentioned my 1 year goals, 5 year goals, and because like making notes through a pen and paper is very tangible, so you can feel that I'm writing this thing, and you can also like go through your dreams list or your to-do list every day or every few months, so that you are at least your subconscious mind is like prepared, or at least it is getting prepared ki, I have this few things to do after 2 years or 3 years. And अगर ऐसे कुछ बड़ा एक ड्रीम रहता है, so like you will somehow achieve it. So I believe in law of attraction that आपको थोड़ा subconsciously अपने mind को train करना पड़ता है कि what you have to do or what you have to achieve in the next 5 years. And I guess making or writing them down on the paper is the best thing that you can do.
There's a small flip side to this, since all of you are sub 25 and I'm not in that age bracket. Let me put that. So there's a flip side to it. So when you have so many dreams, you want to achieve so much, so many things, you write down and all of that, you're very self-driven, motivated, all of that. But life is completely unpredictable. So sometimes you'll fall flat on your face, right? And you just eat the humble dirt. You're humbled and you eat the dirt. So don't worry, just get up and keep walking. It's okay. As long as you're happy, you're spending enough time with your friends and your loved ones, and it's okay. If not,
Right.
have you not covered the entire notebook of dreams? It's okay. Have you covered, let's say a meager 20%? It's still great, right? Because life is short. So do spend enough quality time with your loved ones and friends and have fun as well. Don't forget to have fun, right?
Right.
Definitely, that is really inspiring. So, sir, if there's a situation where one has tried their absolute best and yet they do not succeed, what would you advise them to do?
So like it's important, like we have to define our limits, or we should know our circle of competence. So if like like millions of people are just running after sarkari jobs, so like, and that even if you are putting up 12 hours a day, if you're studying for 12 hours a day, but there are still people who will study 14 hours a day, or maybe they are more productive than you.
I think we lost Sir there. Ma'am, would you like to continue while Sir joins back? With respect to the same question, what is your opinion on Plan B?
Okay, so firstly, I mean, if you really are after something and you actually want to achieve that and things don't go according to plan, diagnose the issue, figure out why you failed. Is it a lack of effort, or is it lack of capability, or it's just mere luck, right? And the thing is, lack of effort you can help, lack of capability and luck is something that you can't help. So I would say please diagnose which one of it is. If it's lack of effort, and you need to have self-awareness. I think self-awareness is really critical for anybody. And finally, you know what? One major important leveler in life is that we're all kind of animals. There's an animal instinct built in all of us. So because so many people keep telling us so many things, we keep hearing some leader says, some Warren Buffett says, Apple says, whatever, whoever it is, Apple CEO says, whatever it is. Ultimately, there's a conscience side of who knows you the best, and therefore listen to yourself when you're evaluating and diagnosing what went wrong, right? And have the self awareness to say, hey, look, this is not my cup of tea, this is not my capability. If you arrive at that, then you'll be happy to know that, hey, okay, this is the path that I should not be taking. And then you'll come out with something else that you could take. For example, a lot of people nowadays I'm seeing are rejecting the traditional engineering doctor kind of jobs and going for other alternatives in a creative space or so on, right? And they're doing that because they're like, hey, look, this is not my cup of tea, and they have that self awareness and confidence to take that step. So have that, and it's important. But if you think it's a lack of effort, please try again, and this time put all of your effort, put your entire, and be completely committed to that and do it. Luck is something which none of us have control over, but like Anmol said earlier, have positive thoughts, energies are really useful. Try it with your level best. If it still doesn't have, keep being positive. And entrepreneurs, you know, most of the time, most entrepreneurs fail, but the entrepreneurs who do succeed, luck favors them. But it's like, something that the universe also favors people who are positive and who are hopeful. So as entrepreneurs, you need to be positive. You're just hopeful in general, right? So I would say be positive, but if you're seeing a failure, then diagnose and have self-awareness.
That's really helpful, ma'am. So now we have a quick rapid fire round for you. So we just have a few questions and you can answer. So first, we will do the rapid fire round with Anmol sir. So I hope you're able to hear now.
Yes, you're audible. Yeah.
Yes. So your questions are: who's your mentor and inspiration?
So like it should be ऐसा कि जो बहुत ही पहुंच से दूर है, like Warren Buffett, or in your network.
Sir, in your
Like,
life.
You
for
can
me,
answer to.
Okay, so like I have two like idols, Messi and MSD, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and in my network I have my mentor, जिनके पास है मैं रह भी रहा हूँ, like nearby his house in Mumbai, so Karan Bhojwani.
Okay, so one thing you would want to tell your younger self.
So like two things I would have said, like start investing as soon as possible, and you can also make a career in football.
Okay, and who is your favorite entrepreneur?
Favorite entrepreneur, Kunal Shah.
Yeah, CEO of Cred. And which is your favorite vacation place?
Spain. Like I have not been there, but it's my dream to be there. Spain.
Okay, so which is your all-time favorite stock?
Stock, BLS International.
So, and the last question is, which is your favorite book?
Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits.
Yes, that was a rapid fire round for you. So now we would move on to Pooja, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Hope you're ready for your rapid fire. So
Not
your first
exactly.
question is, your first question is your favorite entrepreneur.
I think I've been lucky that I've worked with some of the best entrepreneurs of the country. So the Big Basket co-founders were some of the best entrepreneurs. I got to work with them live, and I really look up to them.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are really kind of idols for me.
Okay. A book that changed your life.
A book that changed my life. I think that's hard to define. Sorry. I will, sort of uh, at the risk of sounding non kind of MBA, I'll say that I'm not so much into business books, etc., because I feel like there's like 4 pages of content and they extend it to 400 pages. So I'm not into business books. Right? I feel like there's only 4 pages and I really get bored beyond that, of maybe 10 pages. And beyond that, I mean, it's like repeat, 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 repeat. So I can't hold the book for too long.
Okay. One thing you
Maybe
want to
my
tell
science
your
and math books to be like nerdy. Yeah,
okay. One thing you want to tell your younger self.
start earlier. I should have started up earlier. Yeah, and I would tell all you youngsters also, if you have the ability, then work for a couple of years and see. And if you have the dream, start earlier.
Your mentor.
My mentor, yeah, I have many mentors like my father, my husband. Even sometimes I just observe other people. Yeah, there's no like one specific mentor, but yeah,
Okay.
I talk to myself also a lot. Yeah, I'm not a mentor for myself, but it's more like a echo room. Yeah.
Okay. And your last question is your favorite vacation place.
Hmm. I think I really enjoyed the Maldives because I like beach places. So any beach place I like. Beach and hot, like it should be warm, tropical.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, before we wrap up, is there any advice or suggestion that you would like to give us student graduates?
So whichever path you take, right, if you want to succeed, please remember to work hard. Remember that the outside world is very different from college. So things are not going to be served to you on a platter and you're not going to be mollycoddle. So please go out there with the a lot of interest to learn. So the more you learn throughout your life, so learning never stops in your entire life. So be open to learning and have a very high learning curve, right? So keep learning, be very proactive in your work and in your jobs and even at home. Have a lot of energy, exercise, eat healthy, sleep well, spend time with your loved ones, and just have fun in life too. Don't forget to have fun, travel. So I think, yeah, do all the good things. And when you go for work life, when what I find in students these days is when they come to work life, their expectations are super high. So don't have expectations that will disappoint you. Have realistic expectations, work hard, and follow the path that interests you the most. Right? That's about it.
So, Anmol sir, do you have any suggestions for our juniors before we wrap up?
So first thing that Pooja ma'am said was about learning curve. So I also believe in the same thing, that you should be learning throughout your life, and you should read as well. And it's not about that you should read only books. You can read anything that you want, or maybe that thing might help you in your career. So newspapers, magazines. So if you are into finance, you can read magazines, business magazines, business newspapers, or even investing books. So you should read and you should learn. And second thing I would tell that is that you should be honest with yourself. So like nowadays we are living in a social media bubble. So all of us try to like create a bluff कि हम हमारी लाइफस्टाइल ऐसी है और हम बस ये करते हैं. But you should be honest with yourself. Like suppose if I'm creating content about a stock, and मेरा खुद ही stock में interest नहीं है, or if I have not researched about that particular stock, but still I'm making a content about it.
That brings us to an end of this conversation. I hope you both had a great time. Thank you so much for making time for this interview. It was a true honor having you both here today. We are sure your perspectives and your valuable suggestions have brought us a whole new insight on the corporate world and many other things, and they have benefited us to a huge level. Thank you once again. Thank you.